Good morning, children. Today in your maths class we are going to continue with chapter 3, a trip to Bhopal, and we are going to see some textbook pages. So the learning objective of today's class is students should be able to apply the concept learnt in real life situation, and at the end of the class they will apply the concept learnt in real life situation and solve different word problems given in the textbook. So please open page 23 and let's see what is the problem given here. Today Sugandha is very excited. All the children of her school are going on a trip to Bhopal with their teachers. Miss Meenakshi and Mr. Rakesh are talking about the number of buses needed. So Miss Meenakshi says that we will need 4 buses, but Mr. Rakesh thinks that we need at least 5. So she says that in one bus 50 children can be seated. So Mr. Rakesh said, let's see how many children are going all together. So this table which is given here, this table tells you how many children of class 1, class 2, class 3 are going. So to find how many in total goes, we are going to add this, isn't it? So when we add, we get the total number of children as 210. Okay. Now we are going to find how many children can be seated in 4 buses. So to find that, we have to first see how many children can come in one bus. So the number of children that come in one bus is 50, and there are how many buses? 4. So to find the total number of children which can be seated in 4 buses, we have to multiply 50 by 4. So our answer comes as 200 children. So in 4 buses there can be 200 children can be seated. Now we have 210 children, isn't it? So there will be some children who will be left without seat. So to find how many children are left without seat, here you will see, to find that from total number of children, we are subtracting the number of children that come in 4 buses, and the number of children left without seat is 10. So the answer for this will be, here total number of children is 210, and how many children can come in 4 buses is 200, and the children left without seat are 10. So this is your answer. Open page 24. Okay, here it is given that instead of the big bus which could have 50 children seated, some mini buses had come. So now again the teacher were worried. Instead of big bus, small buses has come. So now they have to see how many mini buses they need. Now as you already know how many children were there, total number of children were there was 210, and in the minibus, in one minibus 35 children can come. Okay, 35 children can come. So number of minibus needed, to find that we have to divide the total number of children by the number of children that can come in one bus. So when we divide, we got our answer as 6 minibuses. So to accommodate 210 children, they needed 6 minibus. Okay, so now they started their travel. So once they started their travel, there was many adventures they saw on the way. So children, I want you all to go through those pages, and directly we are going to come to page number 30 and see what happens here. It was lunchtime. The children are hungry by this time, so they take out their lunch pack. Biscuit, oranges and bananas are also distributed in all the buses. Now each child is to be given 1 orange, 1 banana and 5 biscuits. All the children take oranges and biscuits, but 38 children did not take bananas. So these are the conditions that happened. So now what you have to find is, you have to find how many oranges, biscuits and bananas are distributed. So first we are going to calculate how many oranges were distributed. Total number of children were 210 and each child got 1. So total oranges distributed will be 210 multiplied by 1, that is 210 oranges. Now we will find how many biscuits were distributed. Now total the number of biscuits one child got was 5. So total biscuit distributed will be total number of children multiplied by 5. So we got 1050 biscuits were distributed. Now total number of children were 210, but it is given that 38 children did not take any banana. So now the children who took bananas will be 210 minus 38, that is 172. Okay, so number of bananas each child get is 1. So to find how many bananas were distributed will be 172. And the total number of oranges, biscuits and bananas distributed we will find by adding all the three answers. That is, how many number of oranges, number of biscuits and number of bananas. All together when we add, we got total number of oranges, biscuits and bananas distributed as 1432. Now in same page down below there are some small questions given. Children, we want you all to do this in your notebook. Okay, so in your notebook you can put your heading as page 30, and let's do the first question. That is A. I gave 4 toffees each to 4 of my friends and 3 toffees are left with me. How many toffees did I have? Okay. Now, how many friends were there, children? There were 4 friends, isn't it? 3 and 4 friends were there. And each you gave 4 to each. 4 to each. And at the end, what was left with you? How much was left with you? 3 toffees was left with you. So it is asked to find how many toffees you actually had before. That will be 4 times 4 plus the number of toffees which is left with you, isn't it, to find that. So let's see how you are going to write it. So number of friends is 4. So number of toffees given to each friend is again 4. So number of toffees given to 4 friends will be 4 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 16. So 16 toffees you distributed and you are left with 3 toffees. So total toffees you had will be the 16 plus 3, that is 19 toffees is your first answer. In the second one, B, it is said, what numbers can you make using 3, 5 and 7? You have learned how to build numbers using the given digits, isn't it? So first what we are going to see is, we are going to write all the numbers possible using these digits. Okay, so when 3, 5, 7 are the digits given, so then all the possible numbers are 357, 375, 537, 573, 735, 7. These are the possible numbers formed. But what are the numbers given? These two are already given, 357 and 537. These two are given. So other numbers formed will be 375, 573, 735, 753. This is your second answer. Now third one, a number becomes double if it is increased by 5. In your previous chapter you already know double means either you have to add the same number by itself or you multiply by 2. So the number, to get double of a number, you have to add it by itself. So our answer will be 8, because 8, if you add with 8 only, then only you get its double. So your answer is 8. So children, now I think everything is clear. Thank you and be safe.